All those strategies are handled by our back office, which consists of very high-end specialized attorneys and have a huge background on the current tax law. And that's really the common theme that I find whenever Victor Mojica's name pops up is tax, tax, tax. It seems like out of all these areas of expertise and all the different licenses that you have in your portfolio, the common denominator with everything is that you are defined as as a tax specialist. Can you tell me a little bit more about that? And why is that? Why is
Well,
tax
yeah.
seem to be the common theme for you?
Well, within the industry, I figured out that if I can create a tax savings, it frees up money to do proper insurance type planning. So what I did is at that point, I met up with a good friend of mine who was a professional trustee who did a lot of these classes for this organization. And he basically went to law school. He was thinking he was going to be an attorney. But right out of law school, he was hired by a rich family. He said, I want you to basically research all the tax laws on how we can become more tax efficient. So, and I still work with him today. In fact, I just referred a client that his parents was his dad was an engineer at Lockheed Martin here back when the high tech industry was just beginning in Silicon Valley. So he was able to put money in a lot of ventures that became very, very valuable. So his mom died. They set the money aside with the A part of the trust, and the dad continued, but he got remarried. Well, when he died, his new wife with the two daughters thought all that money was theirs. So there was four brothers. So we were able to bring in my friend who brought in a forensic accountant, hired an attorney, and figured out they had squandered over $20 million that was supposed to go to the four brothers
Oh, wow.
because they thought it was all theirs. So when the forensic accountants and did everything, I tell you, this guy was happy. His mom's share was only about 2 million, but once we got with that, it was like ended up with about each brother ended up with $5.4 million more that these other family thought that was theirs. So those are the things that if you really know how to go about things, you create great value um, to people like that, and also in businesses, because the tax law is designed to be used, and if you use it properly, you can benefit from it.